Japan's one of those places where your phone low-key becomes your best travel buddy. From navigating the absolute chaos of Tokyo train stations to figuring out where to eat, the right apps can really save you time, money, and energy. This video isn't just a giant dump of 50 apps you open once and forget about. These are the ones you actually use, mapping out your day, booking a theme park ticket on the go, checking when the cherry blossoms hit food bloom, or just trying to find a clean toilet nearby. Most are free, a bunch work offline, and all of them have been road tested by real travelers like us. So if you want your Japan trip to go smoother, smarter, and just way more fun, download a few of these before you go. Let's dive right in and talk about the apps that you should consider going when you're in Japan. First, let's talk about apps for getting around. Google Maps is the one app you'll be using every single day in Japan. It handles walking, trains, buses, and even bike routes. It's surprisingly accurate for train timings, tells you which train car to board for smoother transfers, and even shows busy times at popular stations. What makes it even better is its integration with Google My Maps, a separate tool used via desktop that lets you create your own travel map. You can pin cafes, shrines, restaurants, or thrift shops you want to visit, color code them, write little notes, and group them by trip day or category. Once you save that on your desktop, the custom map shows up inside the Google Maps app under Saved Maps, so you can navigate to those places really easily on the go. It's perfect for planning your Japan adventure ahead of time while keeping everything super accessible during your trip. This is definitely really good for daily navigation while in Japan, for you to see your saved trip pins directly in Google Maps, and for you to find business hours, transit transfers, and nearby eats. An app that you should consider getting when you're in Japan is Japan Travel by Navitime. This app is made specifically with travelers in mind, and it goes deep when it comes to public transport information. It's excellent for planning train and bus routes with detailed step-by-step directions, including platform numbers, train car suggestions, and precise transfer times. You can even use it to see if a route is covered by your JR Pass, so you avoid getting charged extra. This app also supports ferries, flights, and highway buses. One of its most useful features is the ability to save your planned routes for offline use, so even when you're in the middle of nowhere or underground, you're still covered. The interface isn't the sleekest, and some premium features are locked behind a paywall, but even with the free version, it is incredibly helpful for the day-to-day travel. An app that you should consider getting when you're in Japan is Go. Go is Japan's most reliable taxi hailing app and is the result of a merger between several Japanese ride services. It works in major cities like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Fukuoka, and lets you call a licensed taxi straight to your location, set your destination, see the fare estimate in advance, and pay by card in the app. It's honestly a godsend when you've missed the last train, have a suitcase to lug around, or just don't feel like navigating crowded stations. Some parts of the app are still mainly in Japanese, but the UI is clean enough that most travelers can figure it out. With the recent versions, they have actually improved the English as well, and in some areas, you can even pre-book your ride. Another must-have app in Japan is Mobile Suica or Pasmo. Mobile Suica or Pasmo are rechargeable IC cards used for trains, subways, buses, or even everyday purchases at places like convenience stores, vending machines, and at the station lockers. You can buy physical cards, but the easiest way is to just add these to your phone. If you have an iPhone, you can add a Suica or Pasmo directly to your Apple Wallet and top it up using Apple Pay. For Android users, Mobile Suica is available through Google Wallet, but it might require a little bit of workaround depending on your device region settings. These cards are basically the key to smooth travel in Japan. You tap in, tap out, no buying tickets, no figuring out the exact fares, no stress. And if you're arriving at Haneda or Narita Airport, you can get started with a welcome Suica card if you don't get the mobile version. Now let's talk about translation and language help apps. An app that you absolutely have to get in Japan is Google Translate. Google Translate is an absolute must-have for getting around Japan, especially when you're trying to decode menus, street signs, or packaging in shops. The app has a camera mode that lets you hover over text and see it instantly translated on your screen, which is perfect for things like train station notices or restaurant menus with zero English. Even better, it works offline as long as you download the Japanese language pack beforehand. You'll still be able to use typed and photo translations without Wi-Fi or mobile data. Just keep in mind that some features like voice conversation mode only work when you're online, and offline translations can be a little bit less accurate. Still, it's a game changer for navigating daily life in Japan without having to guess what you're reading. Now let's talk about the app category of money and deals. An app that you can consider getting when you're in Japan is Currency Converter. When you're constantly switching between yen and your home currency, having a solid converter app is a must. Currency Converter Plus is one of the highly rated ones out there, and it's built for travelers. It gives you live exchange rates so you're not relying on outdated numbers, and it pulls data from multiple financial resources to keep things accurate and current. The interface is super simple, just type in the amount and it will show you the conversion instantly. You can even calculate taxes, tips, and conversions side by side. One of the best features that it has is the offline mode. The app saves the latest rates after each refresh, so you can still check conversions when you're on a mountain in Kyoto or stuck on a train with no signal. If you're budgeting daily or comparing prices in real time, this app is seriously helpful. Let's talk about food reviews and restaurant search apps. Tabelog is a really good app that you should have when you're in Japan. Tabelog is an app that locals actually use to rate restaurants, and is often way more reliable than Google reviews when you're in Japan. The rating scale is really strict, so a place with a 3.5 is already considered really good, and that's out of 5. That being said, don't rely too heavily on the scores alone, because sometimes incredible places can be underrated just because they're casual or unknown to the foodie crowd. But overall, it's still a much better reflection of quality than you get in Google for the most part. The app is mostly in Japanese, but the interface is simple enough to figure out. You can search by area or cuisine, and the photos are usually included, which helps you a lot when you can't read the menu. Another app that you can consider getting when you're in Japan is Line. If you're coming to Japan and don't already use Line, now's a great time to start. It's the country's main messaging app, but even if you're not here to text local friends, you might still want it, especially for eating out. A lot of restaurants and chains actually use Line to post updates, take bookings, and send out exclusive discounts to people who add them as friends. Chains like Sushiro, Kurasushi, and Hamazushi usually send out coupon codes through Line, from free side dishes to discounted plates to early access to new seasonal menu items. Some places actually let you order directly in the Line app or check waiting time before you arrive. You can also browse deals from other nearby restaurants, shops, and cafes through the Line coupon section. Think of Line in Japan as a mix of WhatsApp, Uber Eats, and your local loyalty app all rolled into one. It's free, easy to set up, and can save you some money if you're planning to eat out a lot. Another app that you should consider when you're in Japan is Ramen Beast. This app is a love letter to Japan's ramen scene. Ramen Beast is built for people who are serious about their noodles. It features a curated list of top-rated ramen joints across the country. It's also completed with in-depth write-ups, shop details, and photos. It's available in English and was made by ramen-obsessed locals and expats, so you're getting real recommendations, not tourist fluff. This app is super cool for hardcore ramen lovers looking for legit bowls. This is also really good for helping you discover hidden spots that you might not stumble across otherwise. An app that you can also consider getting is called Happy Cow. If you're vegetarian, vegan, or just trying to eat more plant-based, Happy Cow is essential in Japan. It helps you find veg-friendly restaurants, bakeries, cafes, and even convenience store recommendations. It's crowdsourced and super reliable, especially in places like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, where vegetarian options are growing but still not always obvious. Now let's talk about activities and attractions. An app that you can consider getting in Japan is Klook. Klook is a seriously useful app for booking all kinds of activities and passes before or during your trip. You can buy your transportation passes, theme park tickets like Tokyo Disneyland or Universal Studio, Ghibli Museum entry, Teamland Planets, and more, all directly through the app. There are often some discounts that you can find on there, and the best part is that everything is stored in one place on your phone, so you don't need to print anything and you just have to visit with the digital ticket. You'll find some discounts at times, and the best part is that everything is stored in one place on your phone, so you don't have to print anything out. It's really good for you to log in things that sell out or for avoiding long queues or language barriers. The app also supports Apple Pay, Google Pay, and foreign credit card, so it makes things very easy for international travelers. I know that there's so many different experiences and restaurants in Japan, and I know it can be very overwhelming. If you need some help in booking and figuring out where is best for you, you can check out the link that I've left in the description box down below to see how we can help your trip in Japan better. Okay, another app that you can consider getting when you're in Japan is Get Your Guide. Get Your Guide is similar to Klook but more focused on tours and experiences. It's a handy app for finding and booking activities all across Japan. You'll find everything from Mount Fuji day trips to city walking tours. You can search, book, and access your tickets all within the app, no need to go through the website first. Once you've booked something, your tickets are actually saved within the app and you can view them offline. Just make sure that they're fully downloaded before you head into somewhere without signal. You won't be able to browse or book anything new without internet, but your confirmed bookings will be there in the app for you to access. A lot of these activities also include free cancellation up to 24 hours in advance, but not all do, so definitely check out the cancellation terms on each listing before confirming. If you're planning to go to Tokyo Disneyland or Disney Sea, downloading the official Disney app is a must for you. It gives you real-time wait times for rides and shows and let you view the park maps and make restaurant reservations, and even has mobile ordering at selected food stands. You can buy premium passes within the app and manage your ticket entry directly through it. The interface is mostly in English and it works pretty well as long as you have internet or pocket Wi-Fi inside the park. It's also handy for spotting character greetings, show times, and parade shows. Another app you should consider getting is the Universal Studios Japan app. Universal Studios Japan in Osaka can get wildly crowded, and this app is key to making the most of your visit. It shows you live wait times for all the rides, lets you access interactive maps, and helps you grab time entry tickets for zones like Super Nintendo World, which you literally can't enter without one on most days. It also gives show schedules, restaurant information, and the option to link your entry tickets or express passes. If you're planning to do all the big name attractions like Mario Kart, Harry Potter, Jujutsu Kaisen, this app makes a huge difference for queue management and day planning. Let's talk about some outdoor adventure and weather tools for you. If you're an adventure lover, you should consider downloading Komoot when you're in Japan. If you're into hiking, cycling, or just want to explore more naturey parts of Japan, Komoot is your go-to. It lets you build super custom routes based on activity type like hiking, trail running, or biking, your particular fitness level, and the kind of surface or elevation you're up for. You get voice navigation, detailed trail info, and offline maps that actually work. It's perfect for when you're out in the countryside or deep in the mountains. You can track your routes with GPS, save highlights, add notes, and even snap pictures to pin along the trail. It usually syncs with Garmin, Wahoo, and other devices if you're going hardcore. The free version includes one region for offline use, and you can unlock more if you're planning to explore multiple areas. An app that we recommend you get to check Japan's weather is Tenki.jp. Tenki.jp gives you ultra detailed forecasts that go way beyond rain or shine. You get real-time radar, typhoon tracking, UV and pollen levels, and even earthquake alerts. It's really cool because you can set it to show the rain percentages as a badge on your phone icon, which is super helpful for checking weather at a glance. It's mostly in Japanese, but if you're just using it for visual info with the icons, radars, and temperature, you'll be fine. It's especially good if you're planning outdoor stuff or traveling in rainy or typhoon seasons. It's way more accurate than the built-in weather app. Now I want to talk about some really random apps that you might want to consider getting on your phone. One app that's really interesting is called MyMizu. MyMizu, which literally means my water in Japanese, is a really clever little app designed to help you stay hydrated and reduce your plastic waste while traveling. It shows you thousands of free water refill spots across Japan, everything from public drinking fountains to cafes and shops that have agreed to let you fill up your water bottle with no purchase needed. You can search by map or list, filter by types of refill station, and track your refills to see how many plastic bottles you've saved. Some refill stations are official partners, while others are user-submitted and you can even add your own. It's especially useful in summer or if you're constantly out and about sightseeing. This app's available in English and it's super easy to use even if you've never used an Echo app before. Bonus, it feels pretty satisfying to see your little counter go up every time you refill. Another random app in Japan that you might want to consider getting is Check a Toilet. Yes, the name is hilarious, but this app is a total lifesaver. Check a Toilet is built to help you find public toilets all over Japan, especially ones that are wheelchair accessible or have other helpful features like baby changing tables or private stalls. It was originally designed for accessibility, so it includes a lot of details that other toilet finder apps just don't have, things like whether there's a Western-style toilet or if there's space for carers. Even if you're not traveling with accessibility needs, the app is a gem when you're in a pinch and really need to find a clean public toilet nearby. The app is in English and covers most major cities and train stations, and you can search by map or category depending what you need. Whether you're traveling with kids, elderly families, or just like knowing where to go in case of an emergency, this one's really worth having. Speaking of emergency, let's talk about emergency and safety apps. One app you might consider getting in Japan is Nerve. Japan is one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the whole entire world, and this app is basically your early warning system. The Nerve Disaster app is one of the most trusted sources for real-life alerts on earthquakes, tsunamis, typhoons, and other natural disasters. It taps directly into the data from Japan's meteorology agency, so when something happens, this app often notifies you faster than anything else, even before you feel the quake. It shows you the seismic intensity, countdowns to shaking, and whether a tsunami warning is in effect. It also covers things like landslides, heavy rain, and volcanic activity. The best part is that it's actually available in English with clean visuals that are easy to read even when you're in a panic mode. It stays quiet when nothing's happening, but when something does, you'll be really glad that you have it installed. There is no shortage of things to explore in Japan, but having the right apps makes it a huge difference. These apps will help you move around with confidence, eat better, stress less, and experience more than just the touristy highlights. To help you have the best time in Japan, check out our videos of Japan travel tips and itineraries, and I'll see you in the next video.